this is Trevor the High Desert Tactical, and this is my voice response to making Masterclass this video, so you want to carry a concealed weapon. And I apologize about not actually having a video, but my computer just suddenly decided to freak out on me, so I'm going to try this to at least get my 2 cents in. Just try to make it as brief as possible, but making Masterclass is completely correct about training. You have to have training in order to be able to use a handgun or a firearm in a tactical or defensive or offensive manner. It's like you don't just buy a car for a 16-year-old and just give them the keys and just let them start driving. They gotta, you know, I guess a lot of places make you take classes now before you can even drive a car. You gotta take appropriate tests. You know, people have, you know, places have learner permits. You know, I don't know if a learner permit really exists for a gun, but it's the same concept. You have to have training. You can't just grab onto something and just have at it and just think you're all ready to go. You can't go and play Call of Duty on Xbox and just think that you're a professional. That's not reality. I've been a concealed carrier since I was 21, and I'll be 31 in August, so that means I've been doing it for 10 years. And within those 10 years, I've taken at least 3 2 to 4 hour classes on concealed carry and in-home tactics. Then also that, you know, I have on top of that, you know, a lot of reading and just learning and talking to others and learning their opinions and their tactics on how to appropriately handle a firearm. And that's the best way to do it if you can. I mean, a lot of people don't have tons of money where they can just go to police academy and become a policeman. And the thing is in today's society, there are dangerous people out there, and they take advantage of people that are unarmed. So it is good to arm yourself and be prepared. It's better you than them, in my opinion. And yeah, there are accidents. Accidents do happen, and with the more training, the more education, accidents are less likely to happen. But when something actually does happen, which is bad, the chances are there's more people that have been taught or trained that can handle the situation a lot better, and it may even deter an incident, you know. And that's the what if game. You can play the what if game all you want, and there's really no way around that. Just like your statement with if there's a couple armed citizens in the movie theater. Well, yeah, if there was, and if there wasn't, there wasn't. But the thing is ever since this incident, the only thing that it's done for me personally has made me want to be armed more often. I do carry my gun on a regular basis. I am probably going to switch to carrying it on an everyday basis. I am not allowed to have a firearm in my work, so it doesn't mean I'm going to be packing it at work or anything. But I will have it available when I'm on my personal time. The way I look at it is it's gonna be either them or me, and I would rather have it be me. And the thing is if somebody's threatening my family or my loved ones to the point where we're in fear of our life, I will do what needs to be done to protect them. Now, whether a mistake is made or not, those are consequences, and I am willing to accept those consequences and deal with them accordingly as a man and as a responsible American adult. As long as my family is safe and protected, that's all that matters. If I have to spend 10 years in jail, but my dad or anybody, they are alive because of what I've done, then I would rather do that. I would rather do that than die and then have them die or get injured or hurt in any way. The main key is protection, not attack. I'm never gonna sit there and just have a gun just to attack. I will do everything in my power to handle a hostile incident neutrally. If I can escape and have my family escape with me, then that's all that matters. If I can leave the situation, that's all that matters. But if I'm to the point where someone is going to harm me or my family, I will do what it has to be done, okay? That's just the way I look at it. Now, and that's where, you take into, again, where Masterclass keeps referring to training. You gotta have training. You have to be educated. You can't just think that you know it all because you've watched TV or read a few books. You need to really be taught, and I'm working on that. That's my goal. So that's just my 2 cents on that. I believe everybody has the right to bear arms and protect themselves, but key word is right to bear arms and protect themselves responsibly. It is a responsibility, not really. I mean, it's your right, but if you're going to exercise your right, you exercise your right responsibly and safely. You take other people's lives into consideration as well. It's a huge double-edged sword. You know, to kind of briefly touch on other subject is like, if just like you was saying, like if you got into an incident, like, will innocent bystanders be harmed? You have to know to take your surroundings into account. You have to know to be able to handle any situation, whether you have a gun or don't have a gun. If you have a knife, or if you're hiding, if there's a brick wall between you or a window, or you're in a car and they're not, you have to be willing to know your situation, your surroundings, and be able to understand, react, and adapt to any scenario that can happen. That's the main key. So training, adaptation, and just be willing to learn and exercise before you start making, like, you know, half-cocked, fly-off-the-handle ideas and situations. And obviously now I'm not making any sense. But I've already rambled on for almost 7 minutes now. So this is Trevor with High Desert Tactical, and that's what I got to say about that. And I really appreciate you for listening to my voice response. Hopefully I'll get my videos back up and running. Hope everybody is good and well. Thank you very much.